just going to interrupt you for 1 minute, Ali, because we're looking at some images that have come in the aftermath of some strikes, the ballistic missile strikes that Iran launched on Israel. And we understand this is from central as well as northern Israel, which is where the alerts were coming in from. Of course, we got an alert here in Jerusalem, but northern Israel, central Israel, over the course of the last few days has been hit quite hard. Haifa has been hit, and as has Tel Aviv. So this nation on high alert. You can see some of the damage done in those images.
Yeah, I've been to many of the impact strikes over the last few days, and the damage is extensive. I mean, do not underestimate the damage a ballistic missile can do, not just at the direct site of impact, but the blast wave that it gives off will blow out windows, blow off roof tiles, literally tip cars over for a pretty big radius, 50, 100 meter radius around. Now, one of the reasons that the death toll in Israel has been relatively low is because of safe rooms. Not every house has a safe room, although modern houses, it's absolutely part of the permissions you must get is to have what's called a mamad, a safe room in your house. But people they know where their bunkers are, so they go to them, and that helps save lives here. Also, the alarm system is incredibly sophisticated, and people obey it, and that helps keeps the death toll very low, despite what you're watching here, which is massive, massive destruction.
Yeah, and it's that sort of sophisticated alert system that Iran doesn't have. In fact, many Iranians were talking about not knowing exactly when they should move, although the Israelis have said that they've sent them alerts, or there have been phone calls, automated phone calls, very much out of the Lebanon playbook, where they were telling them to get out. Yeah,
I should say as well, it is worth noting, that alarm system does not exist for Palestinians in the West Bank, for example. They don't have shelters, and, there haven't been any missile strikes there, but falling debris has fallen there. Occasionally, actually, I say that, I think a missile did land quite close to Hebron the other day. The same goes for the Bedouin community in Israel as well. They often make the point that they don't have shelters, they don't have access to shelters. So that is always a problem. But yeah, the system here, the home front command system here, is incredibly sophisticated, developed, of course, over many, many years of conflict, but it is trusted, it is obeyed, and that does save lives. I was actually at a strike point the other day where a missile went directly into a safe room, and it did kill people in the safe room, but they say that as long as it doesn't literally hit you directly in that particular room that you're in, your chances of survival are very good indeed.
Yeah, and many people question, the number of the number of ballistic missiles that have come Israel's way. Why is it that the death toll isn't higher? And it's exactly that point, that people follow the sort of requirements and the rules that have been set out for them, and they get these alerts and stay underground, and that's why we have seen injuries. We saw a hospital hit the other day. Also, schools have been told, and other public places, people have been told, stay indoors, go into your bunkers, because, Ali, they do expect more ballistic missiles coming Israel's way.
Look, it's 5 to 9 on Sunday morning. This is the first day of the working week. And I know you're watching these pictures, but behind us, Yauda, are some of the main roads in central Jerusalem near the Old City, and I can see 3 or 4 cars, and that's it. At this time, on a normal Sunday morning, it'll be busy, busy traffic, but people are staying at home. They're not going to work, they're not venturing very far from their homes, and they're staying there because of the risk that is still being posed by Iranian missiles coming in.
Yeah, very much so. And this country, this nation, as well as this region, is currently now on high alert. And the images you're looking at right now are from a barrage of ballistic missiles that came Israel's way in the last 45 minutes or an hour or so. We, of course, are following all the developments here from the ground. We've got our correspondents across the region. We'll be getting reaction from them. So do stay with us, but we are going to leave you with these images for now. We'll be back in the next few minutes.